Understanding century, a key word for IELTS success. Have you ever wondered how long 100 years really is? Today, we're going to explore a word that represents this vast span of time, century. This word is important for IELTS learners aiming for a band score of 5.5 or higher, so let's dive in and learn all about it. Word type. Century is a noun. This means it's a word that represents a person, place, thing, or idea. Meaning, a century is a period of 100 years. It's often used to talk about historical periods or to describe something that has lasted for a very long time. Word history. The word century comes from Latin. It originally meant a group of 100 soldiers in the Roman army. Over time, its meaning changed to represent a period of 100 years. Antonyms. While century doesn't have direct opposites, we can think of shorter time periods as contrasts. These include decade, which is 10 years or year itself. Synonyms. Some words with similar meanings to century include centennial, which specifically refers to a 100th anniversary, and era, which is a long and distinct period in history. Examples used in sentences. Let's look at some ways to use century in sentences. The Eiffel Tower was built in the 19th century. My grandmother is almost a century old. This old house has stood for over a century. Common errors in use. One common mistake is confusing century with decade. Remember, a century is 100 years, while a decade is only 10 years. Another error is using century for any long period of time. It's important to use century specifically for periods of 100 years or close to it. To wrap up, century is a useful word for talking about long periods in history or describing things that have lasted a very long time. Remember, it always refers to 100 years. Using this word correctly in your IELTS exam can help demonstrate your vocabulary skills and boost your band score. Keep practicing with century and soon you'll be using it like a pro.